Okay, this is gonna be a quick video because I gotta ship this out for the deadline because I wake up and I go to sleep whenever I feel like it. So this is the new, well, not new anymore because I've been really slow about it. This is the Z-Man Galaxy V2 sent to me by Sven Sundstrom. Thanks, Sven. Sven's been really nice to me. He's been a pretty great fan, so I agreed to do this as the first prototype test. His edges are coated with a transparent polymer. That's a new experimental thing. I also have some experimental cubes in the works. It has stronger magnets than Cuber's Home, and I'm going to tell you why. Cuber's Home, aka Cuber's Family, aka Cubing House, their cube feels really light, even though it shouldn't, because Megaminx has like 5 magnets and that are not 5, 10 magnets in contact, whereas the 3x3s only have 4 in contact. Oh, here it is. And that's because Cubing House Family Cube. Okay, so basically the reason I say Cubing Family is because, like, if you look at the Chinese and you read, Chinese characters can have different meanings. My boss, he's like part Chinese. The other part is Chinese too. I'm sorry guys, I'm really sleepy. So my boss, when he was first translating it, he was like, oh, this is family, but it means home. But you can see on the Cubing Family cubes, the magnets, they don't really line up. And then I drop it. Bob Saget, I have so many parts on my desk that I don't know where stuff is. That's an edge. But basically, because of the way that there's like no space whatsoever inside the Megaminx pieces, Cubing Family had to like put them crooked. So when you put the pieces together, they're actually crooked, and there's like 2 millimeters from the center of each other. So what you end up with is an extremely light feeling, and it's so light that like you can barely notice it. But we're gonna fix that with this version. I am not sure when or if Cubicle will release this. I have to do some things. They're really busy. I'm in Georgia. A few of my inventions aren't being done, which is okay, because there are things in life that matter and things in life that don't. But I want to try my best. I might have to reshoot this. Give me a second to find this. I'm gonna cut this part out. Okay, I actually couldn't find the piece, so luckily I actually like pulled some magnets out to like mess around with them, and I found some. So actually, this is the approximation. So you see how there's a magnet in there? There's a and you'll see how like the pieces don't line up. When you just hold them side by side, there's a little gap of about 1 millimeter at the top right there. That's when they're together. Let's see if this can focus. See, there's a gap? Well, that's a gap multiplied by multiple times. So if I put them like this, you'll see that they're actually offset from each other. So this is when the pieces are lined up in the puzzle. When they're lined up in the puzzle like this, you get a very weak magnetism because of the distance between the magnets. Their orbits aren't dead on. So, with that in mind, these orbits are dead on. So you can see that the pieces are lined up perfectly, and these are what the holes look like. So they're under the plastic, and the distance is what moderates the strength. The holes are much cleaner than the V1 that Cubicle Labs did, and Angstrom as well. So, come on camera, focus. You see how clean that hole is? Well, it's a little dirty, but this is just the prototype. It's gonna be better in the next version, so the distances will be, the distances are already fixed. This is just the one that I did as the very first attempt. The tester ones will probably reach people next week. I told Cubicle to send me 10 minxes, which are going to be sent to our fast Mega Minx people. I might pop up in March to New York to set up how these are made, and after that, maybe in about a month, these might be sold, so I might as well give you all some updates. So, coated cubes should release soon. The Volk Power M, I need to fix some things, but everything they need to produce Volk Power M is done. They just want to do like a quick modification. It shouldn't take that long. It'll be done soon. That should be it. I'm trying to remember. So, a few of my projects, you may or may not be hearing so much about me, but in the next 3 months, I'm working on some really secret stuff. Hopefully, if one of these projects work out, that third project is going to be pretty revolutionary. It's going to be, maybe I'm overhyping it, but if my next project, secret project, which is going to take me like a few months, is successful, it might revolutionize Rubik's Cubing, everyone. So, thanks for watching. I'll keep doing updates. Hopefully we can get everything out. Hopefully we can get coated cubes soon. I'll be popping up in April to train my intern and hopefully train some people. But once you belong to a big company, there are a lot of steps that have to be taken and things, and I can't get products out as fast as I could with Angstrom. So hang in tight, everyone. I do read some of your messages. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and I don't read them. I never read my YouTube messages. So yeah, I gotta ship this out. See y'all next video, and hopefully we can get some testers' opinions. And to me, this is like the best magnetic V2 I've ever felt, which isn't much because I don't do Mega Minx much. The size is a bit too small for me, but this puzzle, they finally did the thing where they got rid of the stalk and extended the edges deeper, and then they got bigger feet, which is the same thing I've been saying for like, is what's characteristic of good cubes, the inner radius, for like over a year now. Just heed my words. Once they do that to 4x4, you're gonna see some ridiculous cubes. Not even just 4x4, but like for big cubes, you're gonna see some ridiculously good big cubes. Like all the big cubes we have right now, they all suck in comparison to what the future big cubes would be once they figure out to apply that bigger inner radius for cubes. So they finally did it for the Minx, and that's why the V2 is really good. And I'm surprised it took so long, because they've had it on 3x3 since 2015, with the GANs. So that should be enough. I'm working hard, actually a little bit more. You might be wondering, like, how come we don't have all these things if Chris works a full-time job? Well, that's because a lot of this stuff that I'm working on is secret. Like, 2 of my secret projects are like really, really crazy, but I can't tell you. So it's like, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. See you guys.